Today on the Trent Out Loud podcast. I've been telling y'all for the past couple of weeks that there is drama going down in the Carter household. Well, it's finally hit mainstream media, and I just want to say, I told you so. Kanye West has been active on Twitter all weekend long. But don't worry, we are not going to go over his tweets like everybody else, because I'm sure y'all are sick of it just like I am. But what I am going to do is I am going to expose him and drag him. Mr. West, you are wanted in out loud court. You are about to be dragged. Former bad boy artist Choppa from Making a Band sat down and had the nerve to say there was nothing wrong with Diddy's freak off parties and that he actually misses them. What's going on? Am I going to have to drag everybody today? Choppa, you're wanted in out loud court. You're about to be dragged. What up? It's Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, it's Monday morning. It's not our favorite day of the week. I know that, but I have a jam-packed show to help you get you through this lazy Monday morning. All right, I have 4 lead stories for you. We're going to kick it off by talking about Beyoncé leaving Jay-Z at home to protect her brand. Kanye West explains his Twitter rants. Chopper, former bad boy artist, says there's nothing wrong with Diddy freak-off parties, and actually, he misses them. Also, we're going to break down the truth behind the Grammy voting structure and explain to you why Beyoncé won Country Album of the Year. In quick news, we're going to talk Donald Trump, Jake Paul, Chloe Bailey, Chad Ochocinco, Candace Owens, Stephen Twitch Boss, Nicki Minaj, Elon Musk, Rick Ross, and Joe Button. As always, we're going to close out the show with social discussion, question of the day, and a little bit of sports news. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, your radio, or your devices up. I'm about to start this Monday show. Let's go. Our first lead story, exclusive. Beyoncé set to boot Jay-Z off of her world tour as she can't risk her brand being tarnished by his Sean Diddy Combs allegations. All right, I've been telling you guys for the past couple of weeks that I've been hearing from multiple sources that there is mad drama going on between Jay-Z and Beyoncé in their household. They've been keeping it very cordial in public, but in the background, they're going through a lot of drama. Like I've been telling you guys, just because you don't hear the Jay-Z and Diddy case going on in the media so much with Tony Busby and Alex Spiro, Jay-Z and Jane Doe's lawyer, there is still daily things going on in the background that media is just not picking up. We only hear about it when one of the 2 lawyers wants to do press. The fact that we're not hearing it, who knows? They could be making deals in the background. I've actually been hearing whispers of that. But the drama with Jay-Z and Beyoncé, I've been hearing is bubbling up. And finally, it's actually hitting some mainstream media outlets. And I think it's after the Grammy Awards. We played clips for you of behind the scenes at the Beyoncé Bowl on Netflix for Christmas, and it looked a little tense between them. Jay-Z looked a little stressed. You remember at the Mufasa premiere too, Jay-Z looked a little stressed. But at the Grammys, everything seemed fine. I know some people that were there. I seen some kind of backstage people on their stories. Jay-Z looked like he was on the up and up. But from what I've been hearing is that even though the Grammy seemed like everything was cool, it was more the fact that Beyoncé finally won her Grammy for Album of the Year. She finally won for Cowboy Carter. So they kind of put their stuff in the past. Sorry, not their stuff in the past, but their stuff that's going on behind them, right? Is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's get to this article, and I'm going to give you some details that are actually in the article and no longer more just from my sources. Okay, so the article starts off by saying, ruthless Beyoncé is set to ban Jay-Z from her upcoming world tour after he was dragged into Sean Diddy Combs scandal. The star, fresh from her Grammy triumph, is petrified sponsors could pull the plug on lucrative endorsement deals and feminist groups could protest if he joins her on stage. Last week, the superstar announced her highly anticipated Cowboy Carter Tour 2025, releasing dates and location hours after she made history as the first Black female artist to win Best Country Album at the Grammys. But there is a dark cloud looming over the tour after rap giant Jay-Z, who's 55 years old, was hit with a claim of R-wording somebody with his pal Sean Diddy Combs, who was also 55 years old. He had a motion to dismiss the action ruled out by a judge last month. And in the light of that, Beyoncé, who is 43 years old, has told her husband that there will be no place for him on stage, as there has been on previous tours for the duo when she hit the road. Insiders say that she also took advice from sister Solange, who is 38 years old, who has a tempestuous relationship with her brother-in-law, which you can go back to their unexplained 2014 elevator incident. This time, following Solange's advice, Beyoncé believes it's in her best interest to keep Jay-Z away from the spotlight. Allowing him on stage could seriously harm her brand, risking substantial sponsorship deals that could be pulled amid the controversy. There is also chatter that feminist groups might protest at her performances if he were to join her on stage. Wow, I can't believe it's actually come out. Now, listen, when you see Jay at the Super Bowl, when you see him at the Mufasa premiere, when you see him at the Grammys, that's all in a controlled environment. Fans can't even get within like a mile of the Grammy, the outside, the red carpet. They can't get on the Mufasa red carpet. They can't get backstage at the Beyoncé Bowl. However, when she starts going on tour to these arenas, that's when the protests and that's when the drama could start. If you guys remember, I told you guys about a story about Chris Brown in South Africa, where there was a whole women protest and a whole women movement. They signed, they did everything. They didn't stop the show, but they definitely had their presence known. So I didn't even hear about the protest thing. I'm learning about this now, but I definitely did hear about the drama. And this is more what the drama is. Not so much that she necessarily believes this, but more of the problem is that she's like, listen, whether you did or you didn't, the fact that you were always standing beside him is dragging me into it. Yes, you dragged you, but that was your boy. You've been beside him all the time. You're always inviting him to the luncheons. You're always inviting him here. Everybody knows you as his boy. And everybody laughed when his lawyer tried to be like, oh, Jay-Z and Diddy, they're not friends. They're just industry friends. Like, nobody's going to believe that. We've seen you guys in videos and pictures, you two alone, for the past 10 or 15 years. So that's the problem, is that she's just mad that he stood so close beside him, whether it be loyalty, whether it be, like I explained to you guys, their connection is not necessarily through them being friends. Their connection is from Big, right? From B.I.G. Jay-Z and Big were boys growing up in the streets, et cetera, et cetera. And when Biggie was not here anymore, he was like, listen, I gotta, do what I can for Puff now that my man's gone, right? So that's their alliance, is B.I.G. So yeah, Beyonce is just mad at that, and she's like, listen, you're messing up the money. You know what I mean? So Beyonce's in a tight spot. She has been getting a lot of backlash already with the whole the Grammys and the Country Award, which we're actually going to talk about more about in lead stories and a little bit in quick news. I think we have a story on that too. People are still talking about her. So there's that backlash. And then there's now Jay-Z. It's getting too much for her, and I can understand where she's coming from. Anyways, y'all let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. How do you feel about Beyonce? Do you feel like they might get divorced? I mean, of course, I hear that chatter too. Who knows, man? When you have, children and your marriage, it's one thing, but when it's your whole career that you have spent your whole life, Beyonce's been doing this since she was young, man. You know what I mean? Like, this is the only thing she knows. And for that to be ruined because you hung out and you brought Diddy around, like they all knew what Diddy was up to, right? Like, if he wasn't involved in it, then why are you bringing him so close to our brand, our billion-dollar brand, So, I feel bad for her a little bit, but hey, you are a grown woman. You make your own decisions, right? So anyways, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you feel sorry for Beyonce? Do you not? What do you think she should do? Should she just cut ties? To be honest with you, I'm not saying she should do this, but if she divorced Jay-Z, I think that would literally raise her stock to a whole other level. Like, Beyonce is already at the top. That would just cement her. Would be over there. It'd be such such support and such like admiration for her and her strength. And that, she has the children. Is it 3 or 4 kids they have? I think it's 3, right? Wow. If she left him, again, I'm not saying that. I do think it's nice that they're still married. It's, it's a nice example, especially everything that they've gone through with the Lemonade album or whatever for Black love. It's a good example, right? It's like that Barack and Michelle love. Like, we need that in our culture, that representation, right? The mom and dad staying together. So I get all of that. But if she did leave him, that would be like that Mary J. Blige, like her album would be crazy, right? Remember Mary J. Blige's My Life album? It would be like a Tina Turner kind of thing, right? It would take her to another level. So they have all of that to think about. Anyways, enough of me rambling. I'll let you guys tell me what you think in the comment section below. Our second lead story. Say what? Kanye West says free Diddy. All right, y'all. I'm sure you are all aware of everything that happened over the entire weekend with Kanye West and his Twitter rants. I am not going to read through Kanye West's Twitter rants. I've seen a lot of people doing that already. I'm sure you guys are on social media. If you watch the show, you know everything that's going on. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go through some things. I have to do my due diligence. There are some people who might not know. So I'm going to just take you through like a timeline of the weekend, give you guys some highlights. And I'm going to give you one outlet that says exactly what I've been saying to you guys since December, when we didn't hear Kanye West for months and months and months, and he came out with this rambling Instagram and was like, boop, diddy, bop, dop, dop, dop. And people are like, yo, what does he mean? Da, da, da. And I was like, guys, Kanye West is in album mode. He's just doing a promotion. Watch, you're going to see. And then it's been, whoever watches daily, you've seen every 2 or 3 days, I've been saying the same thing. Oh, he's dropping a shoe. Oh, he's dropping this. Oh, it's his album. It's this or whatever. All of it is a marketing ploy. So anyways, so I don't remember what day it was. Maybe it was Friday. So he tweets out free Puff. Boom. Everybody picks it up. Everybody goes crazy. Then people say, oops, Kanye West only follows Diddy on Instagram and he tweets out free Puff. Here is Kanye West's Instagram. This is him only following his wife, Bianca, and following Diddy. Then he says, Kanye West calls out celebs for not supporting Diddy. Y'all watch our brother rot and never say anything. All these celebrity N-words and B-words is P-word. Y'all watch our brother rot and never say nothing. Okay, Kanye. Then you see him get on the phone with Diddy's son. I think this is Justin, right? King Combs. Here's a clip. It's all muffled. Who knows what they were saying? All right. Sorry that I'm just so not impressed by this. Like, it's like womp, womp, womp. Anyways, then he posts a picture of him and Chris Brown. Then he says, y'all watched Take Chris Brown and ain't nobody do nothing. I was P-word too to Chris Brown. It's to the wheels fall off. I don't even know if I'm reading that right or he's not, whatever. Then he goes, yo, Ye asked Donald Trump to free his brother Puff. He's like, he asks Donald Trump and he says, please free my brother Puff. Now, out of all the tweets that he put out, that's the one thing that is actually happening. I've been telling you guys that. Nobody wants to believe me. Puff's team is working overtime daily. I'm telling you, trust me, daily to ask Donald Trump for help. I played you guys clips. I've showed you guys tons of times how close they have been since the beginning of Diddy's career. They're friends. Trump is helping out, what's that, Mayor Eric Adams. He might actually give him a pardon. Donald Trump appointed the district attorney in the Southern District that will be now overseeing Puffy's case. That's one of Donald Trump's boys. So Kanye, Puff, that's why he's saying that, yo, Donald, please help him, because he knows how much Diddy is asking Trump to help him with the case, to have the case dropped or to mess up the case or do whatever. And if he gets charged, to pardon him. But anyways, let's pass that. Then he puts out Yeezy.com. I'm selling Sean John collaborations that me and my brother spoke about before they locked him up. We splitting the profits 50-50. And it's a red Sean John shirt. There's a blue one and a white one. All right. And it says Yeezy Sean John collab available at Yeezy.com. Me and Puff split in this 50% like we discussed before they locked him up. Now, let's just take 1 second. Here, hold on. Let me put this quick. Hypebeast, which is the fashion hub of Instagram. All right. Ye drops collab with Sean John. Listen to a content creator. Listen to this.
Breaking news. Kanye West is now begging Donald Trump to free Diddy from jail.
What a lot of people are not realizing is that he puts that shirt up that costs him like pennies to make. He sells it for $20. You know how much money he's making off of those shirts? You don't realize. And like I told you, the only one thing that I respect that Kanye is doing, whether you like him or not, just as a businessman, he is fully 100% independent. He's not on Spotify. He's not on Apple. He's not with Adidas. Everything he puts out, from his podcast to his music, is direct 100% from him. Literally like he's selling out the trunk of his car, but now he has access to the whole entire world. So while he's tweeting and while he's doing this and everyone is in an uproar, the algorithm is picking it up and he's the #1 search topic. So the algorithm, anytime you put out anything Kanye West, the algorithm pushes it because it's like, hey, everybody wants this. So Kanye West is a master marketer. He's manipulating the system, manipulating us. I'm just at fault too because I'm here talking about it. So YouTube hears Kanye. They see Kanye in the title. Let's push this. And now if a fraction goes and buys that t-shirt for $20, then there's, service, the shipping, whatever. You know how much money he's making? While you guys are like, oh, this is horrible what he's doing, he's making tens of millions and millions of dollars. He has access to the whole world. This is going on with the whole world. Okay. So now then you see Diddy posts this and he goes, thank you, my brother. Yay. This is on Diddy's Instagram. Now let's take a time out for a second. Diddy is on trial. He's probably the most hated celebrity on the planet right now. Okay. And I've been telling you guys every time I talk about Diddy, the one thing Diddy should do is not say a word. He should stay off Instagram, not do anything. He should have his kids, his mama, everybody. There's a trial coming up. They're going to have to select a jury. Everything that he does looks bad against him. Why would he do this? Now, I know why he's doing it because he's splitting the profits and he needs money. I get it. But don't you need to be free first before you need money? Because I know you got enough money for your lawyer fees. I know that, right? You have a $50 million house that you're chilling on that's fully paid off. You could sell that before you keep making yourself look bad. Kanye is not in jail, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's out. He may be hated, but he's not in jail and he's not facing no charges. You are. So you are ridiculous for reposting this. Anyways, let's get back to the matter at hand now. So here is Charlemagne the God. Charlemagne the God on Friday said that he believes Kanye West's rant stems from jealousy of Kendrick Lamar's Grammy moment. Here's a little clip. I disagree with Charlemagne. This is not Kanye being jealous. He said on his podcast that, yo, my gosh, I can't believe Kendrick Lamar took out my nemesis. I need Drake around because I need to make a movie with him or whatever, blah, blah. Does Kanye wish that he was on the Grammys? Yes. Does he wish that he was on the Super Bowl? Yes. But that's not what he's trying to do right now. Kanye West has one main goal in his life, and that is to show Adidas and the music industry that he could be profitable without them. That's why he went and he got that valuation for his business, and he put out that he was worth $2.77 billion. That's all he talks about. You think he cares about a damn Grammy? Think he cares about Kendrick Lamar? Trust me, he doesn't. He is on a mission to show Adidas, to show all the major record labels and all the fashion houses that he can make it without them. Trust me. Anyways, take a listen to Charlemagne, who I respect, but he's just wrong. Listen.
He's doing that because he's envious of Kendrick's moment. Kanye wishes that was him in this moment. So he's been doing all these antics for attention all week.
Char, I love you, but that's not why he's doing it. All right. Look, let's now go to Kanye West explaining what he's doing in his Twitter rants. Listen carefully, okay? Take a listen.
I just want to thank everybody. I want y'all to hear it directly from me so you know this is me on my Twitter the whole time. To be able to purge, just to be able to express yourself in this world with all these things that people tell you not to say and things that you're going to lose. Like, I feel so liberated to be in a position where you could just say it. Like, say you say in high school, you know, you want to say something, but you're like, nah, I can't do this. I'm about to defend. I'm about to get me too. I'm about somebody's going to quit. Somebody's not going to like me when I go to the restaurant. It's like, at a certain point, man, you just get so like wound up and you just got to express yourself.
Now, he went on, and there's a lot of things in there that are not true. He's just Kanye talking. But the one thing that is truthful in there that he's alluding to is the fact that he can do whatever he wants now. And that's all Kanye West has ever wanted to do. He wanted to be a billionaire on his own terms. And he's actively showing the world that he is fully independent and he could do whatever he wants and he cannot get dropped anymore and he cannot get canceled. Why do you think he's doing that over on Twitter? He's not doing this on Instagram. We see it on Instagram, but he is not posting it. Go to his Instagram. There's nothing there. He's doing it over on Elon Musk's Twitter because you could do whatever you want over there. It's the Wild Wild West. Now, Mark Zuckerberg says that they're changing over to community notes, whatever, but it's not fully there yet. So he's not going to trust this, right? So Kanye is just showing us, he's flexing his muscles to show us that he was right and we were wrong. That's why he's going off. So there's a lot of things that he's tweeting that I don't even believe that he believes, which I'm not even going to give him like the what he wants by regurgitating some of the horrible and disgusting things that he is tweeting about. Not even going to give that any light of day, and I'm sure you guys have seen it. But I actually don't even think he means all of that. He's just doing that to show you that he can get away with it, and you cannot stop him. And hopefully, indirectly, other artists, bigger artists, will start to leave their music labels and do like he's doing and sell music on his own platform. Then we're not going to need Spotify. We're not going to need Apple Music. We're not going to need the man that's controlling the system behind us. That's what Drake is maybe trying to do right now, right? With this whole lawsuit. And he wants to, maybe people are saying, hey, if they don't want to give him the $1 billion, if Drake could go independent, that's another artist that's going, you know, I've talked about this before. Prince wanted to do this. Michael Jackson wanted to do this. We're talking about owning your work and all of this stuff. So there's so much more behind the tweets. So just wanted to break that down for you guys. And like I promised, there is one place that I found that put out this headline that was actually correct, that said, Kanye West goes on a predictable tirade of unhinged tweets as his album approaches. Guys, he does this all the time. Like I talked to you guys, I think it was on Friday's episode, I actually dragged him for bringing the mental health, and that's where, you know, he loses me. I'm a big mental health advocate. And now, you know, before I showed you guys on Friday's episode where he put out an album that said, I hate being bipolar, it's awesome, or something like that, where it's like, you know, if you do have a mental illness, then, you know, you would have episodes sporadically. They wouldn't always just be coming up every time you have something to promote, a t-shirt to promote or a shoe. And it's all predictable. He sits down in a conference room with his marketing team and is like, this is how we're going to roll it out. And we always fall for the okie doke all the time. And he triggers, he knows he has little triggers for each person or each group of people, right? So he'll target mental health people. He'll target these kind of people. He'll target that kind of people, white people, black people. And he knows how to trigger everybody. And then it gets everybody talking. It gets the algorithm going. Boom. He sells 1 million Sean John t-shirts and makes $50 million. And he's sitting down laughing, buying Maybachs and giving them away. Heard that he gave 2 of his Maybachs away to the game over the weekend. You know? So anyways, that's the explanation of what's going on with Kanye West. The only thing that I respect is that he's doing it independently, and as an independent content creator, I love to see that. I've always been independent myself, whether it be in music or everything that I was doing, and you know, my sneaker boutiques. I love that entrepreneur part of it. I do not have any sort of respect for his marketing strategy. I know it's going to work, but it doesn't mean that I have to respect it or buy into it. So I'll leave that to you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Our third quick story. Chopper, former Bad Boy artist, shares shocking details about Diddy's freak-off parties. All right, I'm not even going to go into that headline because seriously, there's nothing that's shocking about Diddy's parties anymore, okay? So I'm not going to play that part. I'm going to play a little clip. He's just going on to say that there was a lot of actresses and a lot of models and a lot of people there, and it was a big party and everybody was doing you-know-what there, and he doesn't see anything wrong with it. But he was like, hey, for me as a young rapper in the game, I was with the biggest movie stars, the biggest rappers, and the biggest people in the industry, and we were all in one big party doing what. But I want to highlight something that he says that I really don't think a lot of people are understanding about this Diddy freak-off thing. And the issue is not them having fun or them having fun with multiple people or multiple partners. We all know that goes on in Hollywood. We all know that goes on in the hip hop industry. We know that. It's what happens afterwards. It's what Diddy is doing to these women afterwards that they are not condoning, which they are not have any control over. That is the problem. Anyways, listen to this video and then we'll talk about it more on the other side. Take a listen.
Have you ever been to a Diddy freak-off?
All I seen was people each other, kissing each other. I seen all that. That's typical though. So I don't understand how freak-offs can be a crime when everybody just gonna be each other anyway. A bunch of rich people. If that's a freak-off, then I like to go back to it. I like celebrity. All the movie stars and all the actresses was like it was the fun thing about the freak-offs in my time when I was there. If that's a crime, then sign me up.
Listen, in the background, a lot of guys tell me the same thing that Chopper is saying. A lot of people don't say it publicly, but a lot of people, especially men, have said that to me. What did he do that was so wrong? And there's nothing wrong with the actual freak-off part. There's nothing wrong with the groupies. There's nothing wrong with that. Live your life, bruh. What is wrong is the alleged baby oil that's infused with things that are making people feel something that they didn't know was in the baby oil, or they're, digesting something that they didn't know. It's the women in there not knowing what's going on. And then it's the coercion afterwards, the manipulation afterwards. It's, I have you on videotape. You need to come back here for the next 10 days or else I'm going to expose you. You want to have a modeling career? Well, not anymore. And if you don't listen to me and you don't do this, and that's what he is in jail for, not for doing not for doing the fun stuff that celebrities and rappers have been doing for years. It's the wrong stuff after it happens. That's the problem. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. And also the RICO case which is conspiracy for racketeering. It's using Bad Boy records, money, and using it as a write-off for these things to happen. It's a business. You can't use business money and be like, oh, this is a business write-off. This is a party to launch my album. And then, the government finds out that $10 million has been spent on freak-off parties where you guys are not, it's not an album launch. It's nothing. So you cannot use your money and claim it on your income tax as you are having an album launch party. And they find out that there's all of these other things mixed up with these other allegations that are going on. So I'm so tired of it. It's not the fun part about it, like Chopper is saying. He just doesn't understand. It's the manipulation, the coercion afterwards. It's, I don't want to do this anymore. Oh yeah? Well, I have you on videotape, so come back here tomorrow, or no, you're not allowed to leave. That's the problem. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Our fourth quick story. Beyonce benefited from DEI at the Grammys. All right, this comes from Torre. Shout out to Torre. I'm going to play a little clip for you. If you guys remember last week in the Grammy episode that when we recapped the Grammys for you guys, I was like, something is weird because how come Beyonce wins Country Album of the Year and Album of the Year for a country album, but then she wasn't even nominated at the Country Awards? And I was like, something is weird. I feel as if the voting, because there's 13,000 members voting at the Grammys, I feel like they voted on purpose to get back at the country awards. Just something doesn't smell right to me. Well, I was right. Take a listen to Torre.
Over the last 5 years, the Grammys have made it their mission to broaden and expand and diversify the Grammy voting pool. Over the last 5 years, they've added lots and lots of women voters and lots of Black and Latino voters. The Grammy voter pool used to be about 6,000 people. It was overwhelmingly male, it was very white, and it was centered around Nashville. Some Grammy insiders have told me Nashville is no longer the center of power in the Grammy voting pool. Now it's more spread between New York and LA. Overall, they added 8,700 new voters, most of those Black or Latino.
See, so he says that the Grammy voting pool used to be 5,000 or 6,000, mostly made up of white males in Nashville. Now they've expanded to more people of color and more women from New York and LA. Mind you, everybody who votes is still in the music industry, whether you're a band, part of a band, or a producer or an engineer or whatever. You still have to be in. It's not like random people like on the street. It's people who are in the music industry, but they've expanded it from 5 to 13. Now, if for all of these years, right, the Grammys were more white male Nashville, and now all of a sudden you have more people from New York and LA that were never allowed to vote, what do you think those people are going to do? They're going to give backlash to the Nashville people that have kept them out for all of these years for voting on the most prestigious award of all time. So these people are sitting down saying, especially the women are like, what? You wouldn't let us vote? No problem. You didn't want to even nominate Beyonce? Boom! Beyonce is getting country album of the year just to piss y'all off. Oh, you didn't want to do this? Boom! She's getting album of the year. So these extra people, now that they've let in to vote, is literally just answering back and saying, you know what? Y'all didn't want to let us in. Y'all didn't want to let us part of your tight-knit crew in Nashville. Well, this is what we have for you, and we're going to piss you off. So I didn't even notice, literally, but I just smelled like something was weird. No nominations, album of the year and country artist of the year. So there is your explanation, folks. Maybe some of you might not like it. Maybe some of you might feel like it should be in Nashville. A lot of people feel like Nashville is like the home of just music in general because country music hasn't sold out yet. And they're like the tastemakers of music. That's where the heart of music is. Yeah, maybe 40, 50 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Music is in New York, in LA, and in Nashville. Because, by the way, I also like country music and respect it. I like all genres of music, by the way, for those of you who don't know. I don't think I've ever told you guys this. I used to love rock and roll, Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Steve Miller Band. Like when I talk about music, yes, of course, my favorite music, I've told you guys a bunch of times, is R&B and then reggae and then hip hop. But I love all genres of music. I like country music. I like dance music. I like everything. I like everything. Let me see one that I don't like. What's a form of music that I don't really like? I don't know. I like pop. I like everything. I love music and I respect it. And I really like what the Grammys have been doing because it shouldn't just be ruled by one population of one people. It needs to be diverse. America is a diverse group of people, contrary to what some people are trying to change it to, but let's not even get into that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my bell. Our first quick story. This is hilarious. Donald Trump says he's revoking former President Biden's security clearance. President Trump said on Friday that he's revoking former President Joseph R. Biden Jr.'s security clearance and made clear that he's doing so because Mr. Biden had rescinded his privileges 4 years ago. To note that it was done after Donald Trump was indicted for his alleged mishandling of classified documents and failed to return them to the National Archives. I don't blame Trump for this. Seriously, like that whole archive thing and the classified information, like give me a break, dude. You know what I mean? Like Yes, it was wrong. Biden said he had some classified information. The difference was that Biden returned it and Trump did it. But I don't think that he needed to revoke his clearance. If he would have revoked his clearance for anything, it should have been after January the 6th. You know what I mean? So like, whatever, man. I'm a tit for tat too. I'm a Cancer. So, hey, I understand a little bit of this. All right. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Trump should revoke Biden? And what is Biden going to do in the White House now anyways? This guy should be on a beach chilling somewhere. Just, he doesn't need to do anything, right? Does he even know what's going on? I'm just joking. I'm not Republican, not Democrat, okay? Our second quick story. Perez Hilton does not think Kanye West should be canceled. All right, so of course we told you guys at the top of the show, or the second lead story, everything about that's going on around Kanye West. But also the discussion has been, some people don't think that he should be canceled. And one of, the people who like to hate on him, Perez Hilton, doesn't think that he should be canceled. And he has an interesting reason why. Take a listen.
Kanye truly believes his hate-filled rhetoric, and I don't think he should be silenced. I think that gives him too much power, and maybe he should be silenced. I don't know. Should he be silenced? Should he be taken off Elon's platform again? I denounce what he says, but I'm also a proponent of free speech.
All right, so he said a bunch of things there. He contradicted himself. One question I can answer, for sure, Elon is not going to take him off of Twitter. Elon bought Twitter for this reason. There's no way he could take him off. He would get so much backlash from people. That's never going to happen. But it is an interesting theory of what we should do with Kanye. Like, if you silence him, does that actually give him more power? Do you think that we should have freedom of speech? Do you agree with Elon Musk and how he's running Twitter? Do you agree with Mark Zuckerberg not having fact checking? Well, to me, that question should be easy. To me, you should have fact checking. If you want to say something, freedom of speech is different from saying incorrect things. Saying incorrect things, my opinion, should be fact checked and taken down, because a lot of people could end up getting hurt with wrong information. That's what I like about fact checking. But if you give an opinion on something, that's very different. So yeah, anyways, just wanted to put this to you guys to answer, if he does get taken down, that does show him a lot of power, right? That he's like, wow, I affected you guys that much. And it gives the people that love him more power to support him. I think if you actually want to what's the word? I don't want to say cancel, but if you want to get back at Kanye, I think the best thing to do, if that's what you want to do, is to ignore him. Don't cancel him. Don't silence him. Just ignore him. Let him tweet those things out. Don't repost them. Every site, don't repost them. If you ignore him, then he has no more power. Then he'll have to think of a new strategy. It will be hard for us to all collectively do that. You know what I mean? But that would be the right way, because I agree. I think silencing gives him too much power. Taking him off, it goes against what Elon is saying. If you don't like what he's doing, when you see things, ignore it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Our third quick story. Jake Paul versus Canelo Alvarez is getting finalized. All right, so I saw this, I think, late Friday, where it was Paul and Canelo coming soon in May. I was super excited. I am a boxing fan, but I am also a fan of Jake Paul. Not everything that he does, but I'm a fan because he's a YouTuber and I am a YouTuber, so we're colleagues. Even though he's on another level, it's fine. I'll get there. But I do like that he's an influencer, right? And I am from the influencer community, so you have to respect that, right? Like I said, like I always say, even with Kanye as an independent, you got to respect the hustle. I'm always going to respect the hustle. So I was happy to hear that, he got his Tyson fight, and to get Canelo, for me, it's like the first active boxer that he can go up against, right? We've seen him go against people that are not really active in the boxing world. But then I hear this, where breaking news, Canelo is ducking me. Jake Paul, I'm the new face of boxing. You cannot have the biggest fight in 2025 without my name involved. When all of your events tank and lose money, you will all realize who the king of the sport is. I'm 28 years old, the biggest fight in boxing history, my own boss, and I am not owned. 5 years in. All of you felines want to see me fail, but God has other plans. I'm the era of good, the era of the elephant. It's the era of MVP. So I agree with him, man. Canelo, listen, hold on. Let me be fair. I understand Canelo because Canelo is a traditional boxer and he feels like Jake Paul hasn't done the work and he is not justified to step in the ring with a professional boxer. However, he is right in the sense that he draws people and he draws money. And if you're going to be a traditionalist, okay, but Canelo has taken fights that are just not only always based in traditionalism, and you want the big box office and you want the money. It is a business. It is a show card. So if he was like still just a YouTuber, I would get it. But he is arguably, if not the face of boxing, he is one of the faces of boxing, whether you like it or not. Just like I always talk about linear TV changing. I saw a post the other day on Instagram that said CNN gets 86,000 views across 3 hours, and Fox gets, who's the most, 156,000 views over 3 hours. I get more views than that on my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? So if the future is YouTube, is not linear TV, is influencers, then boxers at some point are going to have to make the shift to accompany what things are going, how things are going to move in the future. Like, I can't stand people that want to stay in the past. Like, it's not like that anymore. He brings in numbers. The biggest live boxing match ever has been on YouTube. Streamed boxing match was Tyson and Jake Paul. They had upwards of what I think was 108 million people tuning in. It was a free match. It's different from pay-per-view. However, 108 million people still tune in. So he's bringing in the numbers. It's what the future is. And you have to get rid of the past and think about the future. So Canelo, take the fight. Our fourth quick story. Burna Boy and Chloe Bailey share a kiss with each other during her trip to Lagos. This is very hard for me. I really like Chloe. Now she's gone. Chloe Bailey and Burna Boy share a moment during a recent dinner in Lagos, Africa, where the Nigerian superstar surprised Chloe with a luxurious new watch. In return, Chloe expressed her gratitude with a heartfelt kiss on the cheek. Ugh, gross. Yo, Chloe, call me. And this is not a kiss on the cheek. She kissed him on the lips. Let's look at the video. All right. I'm not playing anymore. Oh my gosh. And I also have another video where she tells him she loves him. Listen to this. Love you. Our fifth quick story. Chad Ochocinco reveals that he had lengthening surgery to make his relationship life better. He said, I went from 3 to 11 inches in 15 minutes. Oh my gosh, stop the cap, bro. Chad Ochocinco spills the tea on Stephen A. Smith's show. There's a lot I can't play here, obviously, but take a listen.
I mean, do you really want people to know this? I mean, I can edit it out, bro.
No, don't edit it out. I told you I don't have a private life. I'm here to share my stories and my shortcomings. Back then, I've had surgery since.
Cap! This is just pure lies. I keep on dragging Stephen A. Smith. Nobody is sending him my videos. Yo, Stephen A., bro, you're a legend in the sports world, bro. And I understand you want to come over into the podcasting world. You want to be a YouTuber. You need to stop doing things like this, man. And Chad Ochocinco is doing the same thing. He has Nightcap with Shannon Sharp, but he doesn't have anything else. And he's trying to like parlay it into something else other than just being Shannon Sharp's sidekick. And yo, Chad is also just even a legend in his own right. All right. He used to play actually here in Montreal too for the Alouettes. Was it Chad? It was whatever. One of them guys from the US. I'm pretty sure it was him. Let me know in the comment section below, Montrealers. A lot of Montreal people don't even listen to my podcast. It's more people in the US. I've told you guys a bunch of times, but I'm sure we got some Montreal listeners. Let me know. Anyways, I digress. I'm off topic. yo, they're just doing this for views and for likes and all of this stuff. I don't believe this for 1 second. Not like I care or want to know if it's true, but I just don't believe it. Our sixth quick story. All right, Candace Owens addresses cheating rumors with Kanye West. All right, so I told you guys that I wasn't going to get into Kanye West's rants over the weekend, but I did want to pull this one out because it's hilarious. And Candace Owens had to like defend herself because somebody, Kanye tweeted this out first, and he said, "George Farmer, I did not bleep your wife. Rest easy. Jared Kushner, on the other hand," and then he put the eye emojis, okay? So then it was like, yo, Candace Owens and, Kanye West. And if you guys remember when he was doing his other rant a few years ago, I'm not even going to bring it up and put up the pictures because I just hate what he did with that message on the back. And that's when they got close or whatever. So Candace Owens over the weekend, she said, she had to clarify. She goes, "He's saying that he slept with Ivanka. You misunderstood the tweet. He is explicitly stating that he was not with me. Hence his reasoning why my husband does not need to worry. Hope that helps." And then somebody else retweeted and said, "Candace, is it true that Jared hooked up with you?" So anyways, I just thought it was funny because like now Candace is getting dragged all into this, and it was like, yo, did she sleep with Kanye? Well, Kanye literally said that he didn't, but people are like, who knows? And now it's looped in where Candace might have been fooling around with Jared. Woof! What a tangle web we weave, man. Are y'all on Candace's side still? Black community out there. You remember Candace last year? She was trying to she went on the Joe Budden podcast. She went on the Breakfast Club, and because she got kicked off from Daily Wire, she's like trying to get back more into like the black culture and get some more people on her side because now she's more independent and more center right, I guess. Let me know if you guys are like, have you warmed up to Candace Owens? Let me know in the comment section below. In our seventh quick story, let me give you guys a little bit more context on Candace Owens before you answer that question. Trump wants Gaza with a question mark. And she texted, she goes, "After enduring hell for 2 years, now they're being kicked out? Hell no, that's evil." Candace Owens is actually saying something against Donald Trump? What? Take a listen.
One of the other favored lies about me in the media is that I agree with everything Trump says and he does, and I could not disagree more with this. I could not have been more vocal in my lack of support for any person who, whether left or right, who claims to be a good and a compassionate person who is okay with what is happening. In terms of Trump talking about the real estate of the property, saying they have to go, it's loony.
Wow. Shout out to Candace. Now, just to be clear, I am not clapping for her views. I'm clapping for her for actually saying something against Donald Trump because she's always on Donald Trump's side. Now, I do want to highlight something about Gaza. For the first time last week, I actually covered a story, this story about Trump wanting to take over the Gaza Strip and etc. And I said to you guys, I don't like talking about things that I don't fully understand, i.e. crypto. When I tell you guys something about crypto, I always say, comment below. I just want to tell you guys a story I don't know. And I don't know enough about these things to talk about it. I have friends on both sides. I have Palestinian friends and Israeli friends, Jewish friends. And I tried to cover it as neutral as I could. And I asked you guys in the comment section to let me know how I did. And I looked at all the comments like I do every day. And a lot of you congratulated me and said that you thought I did a good job. So I just want to thank you and tell you that I did see it. One person, I don't remember the name now, but she was like, yo, I'm Israeli. And when I heard you start this, she said she was super scared. She got a feeling in her stomach because she watches me every day. And she was like, I hope you weren't going to say anything that turned me off or didn't want to watch. And she goes, I think that you handled it really well. She went on to say like her opinion, which totally respect. I love having opinions on both sides. But I just wanted to let you guys know that thank you. You made me feel more comfortable to bring these things to my podcast and talk about them and also be able to voice your opinion for both sides. For those of you who are new to the show, that's the point of this podcast, is to try to stay neutral. I give you guys my opinion, but we have Republicans, Democrats, independents, Palestinians, Israelis, Jews, every form of people, brown, black, women, men. And, we come here to try to have a discussion and talk amongst ourselves. So I just want to highlight that. And thank you guys for making me feel more comfortable to talk about these issues. Now, let me know what you think about Let me know what you think about Candace in the comment section below. I think she's doing a better job. I don't have a huge problem with her, but some of the things she does just irritates me. But starting to warm up. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Our 8th quick story. Stephen Twitch Boss's family speaks out, saying they were caught off guard by how Allison Holker, his wife, promoted her memoir. In a CBS morning show with Gayle King, his mother, Stephen Twitch Boss's mother and brother, shared their shock over how personal details, including Stephen's journal entries, were revealed in Allison Holker's recent memoirs. We shouldn't have to find out about that through the media. We are family. Both his brother and mother expressed their desire to read his journals themselves to gain a better understanding of what Stephen was going through. His mother specifically mentioned wanting to read all of his journal, not just the excerpts that were included in Allison's book. She said, "I would love to read all of his journal entries. I believe that she is cherry picking certain entries, and I would like to read the entire thing to get to complete honesty." That's really insightful, because of course she's not going to put the bad things about her or the things about their marriage. She's obviously going to just put the things that she wants to put. I didn't even think about it like that. Allison Holker addressed the backlash surrounding the release and promotion of her memoir, explaining her only intention in writing the book was to share her own story as well as part of her life with Stephen to help other people. Y'all know, from my daily listeners, you know how much I've dragged this woman, and it's not about you and your own story. It's about you making money. And we told you guys that last week that the reports are that Stephen left her and the family in debt and bills and not with the money or whatever. It doesn't give you an excuse to expose this man's business to try to make money. There are other ways. So I'm not going to get back into it. I just wanted to let you guys know that his mom and brother are also happy, and I'm happy that they're out dragging her. Please do not support this book. This is not Twitch's wishes. These are his journal entries. And even if I may, I would like to add that I don't even think that his mom and brother should be allowed to read them. This is his personal journal entries. If he wanted his mother to read them, he would have given them to his mother. If he wanted his brother to read them, he would have given them to his brother. I don't even know if Allison should be reading them. If this was his own personal things, I would literally get rid of them. That's what I would do. You can't ever look in someone's journal. That is so wrong. And the fact that she's putting this in the book and promoting it to people, it's horrible to me. I think it's disgusting. I would never buy it. I would never read it. I would never want any part of it. So just my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.
Do either of you have any interest in reading the journals?
I think so, just to feel closer to him, because these are his thoughts. Maybe get a clearer understanding. You know, he's my son, of who he was and what he was thinking from time to time. So yeah, I think I would.
What about you, Dre?
I would love to see all of the journal in its entirety.
Our 9th quick story. Sports analyst Kendrick Perkins apologized to Nicki Minaj following his comments on NBA TV. All right, the Barbs were on sports analyst Kendrick Perkins' head top after he referenced Beyoncé, Taylor Swift, and Nicki Minaj on NBA TV. While touching on Jimmy Butler being traded to the Warriors, he says, I was looking for the Warriors, and I'm thinking they're going to go out there and get Beyoncé or Taylor Swift, and they ended up getting a Nicki Minaj. He apologized. Let me just play the clip. You'll hear it better than I read it. Take a listen.
I was looking for the Warriors. I'm thinking that they're going to go out there and, go get a Beyoncé or Taylor Swift. They end up getting a Nicki Minaj, and that's okay.
Whoa, you about to...
That's just... Hey, listen, but that's not...
Whoa.
But that's not...
So basically, indirectly, he's just trying to say the Warriors were trying to get somebody better, and they ended up with somebody who was good, but not of who they could have gotten. For example, like a Luka, how like Lakers got Luka, okay? For you sports people out there who maybe don't understand the relation of Beyoncé, Taylor Swift, and Nicki Minaj. However, Nicki Minaj is still a queen in her own right. In the rap world, she's top 10 rappers of all times in my book, and not female rappers, rapper, period. Nicki Minaj, if you ask me, has one of the best verses of all time on a song with Kanye West and Jay-Z. All right. So do your research on that. Kendrick Perkins said, I wish I would have known about the barbs before my Nicki Minaj take. Don't charge it to my heart. My apologies. I don't want no smoke. Even Lil Wayne chimed in and said, the Warriors thought they were getting a Taylor Swift or a Beyonce and ended up getting a Kendrick Perkins. Stop playing ish. So Lil Wayne, he does not play when it comes to Nicki Minaj. So I think Kendrick was trying to just make a little joke, but he's now understanding the wrath of the barbs. Barbs, I've never said anything bad about Beyonce. Please don't come up in my comment section. All hail the queen. Our 10th quick story. Elon Musk, this bromance is really getting ridiculous. Elon Musk tweets this up about Donald Trump. He said, I love Donald Trump as much as a straight man can love another man. What? Like, what is this? What's going on, man? What's going on in 2025 with this guy, with these guys, man? Like, seriously, I love to be a fly on the wall. Like, why? Like, there's so much in that tweet. Like, why can't you just say, yo, I love you, bro? Like, why is this guy? First of all, even that would be too much for these two, to be honest with you. Did you guys see them on New Year's Eve, like dancing? It's just super awkward. But just like, as much as a straight man can love another man, like, you have to highlight that you guys are straight because you're saying I love you. Like, that is like so what is that word when you're like that? It's not insecure, but you know, when guys do that and like they have to like assert like their manhood when they're like, they can't say another man is good looking. What do you call that? I know there's a word. You guys will let me know in the comment section below, but I hate guys like that. I could tell my boys I love them. I could say if another guy is good looking or not. I say it all the time. I drag Aaron Pierre and I say he's not good looking, but I say Idris Elba is a very handsome man. And I say Denzel. So I'm confident. I'm secure in my manhood. Is that? But what's the reverse when you're not secure? Are you just insecure? Or you're, what is it? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. All I know is this tweet is ridiculous. Our 11th quick story. Cenat says the Ye stream is no longer happening. I seen the tweets. It's GG's, bro. It's GG's. And for those of you who don't know what GG's is it's good game. This new slang is a little much for me. It's GG's, bro. Like what? And I'm all down for the slangs. Like I love it. But GG's, just it's not rolling off the tongue. Anyways, here's Cenat and take a listen.
I'm gonna go ahead and address the elephant in the room. I seen the tweets, man. I seen the tweets, bro. I think it's GG's. I think it is GG's.
All right, so I've been telling you guys for the past, I don't know, a couple of weeks that, Kai and Ye had a beef when, sorry, my voice cracked there, had a beef when he ordered some pants online and Yeezy sent him an extra large when he wanted a small. And then, he went on stream and was like, yo, yay, these can't even fit. And then Kanye was like, yo, don't disrespect me. I'm a black man and this, and like that. Anyway, so they had beef. And then, because Kanye's promoting his album, he wants to be friends with everybody. And then he was like, yo, Kai, I want you to come to Japan. So Kai announced it last week and was like, yo, the beef is over. I'm going to go to Japan. We're going to live stream with Ye. He has his album coming out. Cool. So everybody was all excited about it. It's just nice to see the two, I don't want to say generations because it is generations, but just two different eras, like streaming is such a new platform and Kanye is, old school-ish hip hop, you could call him. So it's just nice. I would have liked to have seen them come together and see, what they would have done. And I love watching Kai stream. He's really dope. So I was really excited, but I completely agree with Kai canceling this stream because Kanye is going too far. And if you remember, Drink Champs was doing super well. Their podcast, YouTube, they were getting so many views. They were like the platform to be on. And then Kanye went on there. He said what he said about Adidas and all those other remarks. That's what got him kicked off from Adidas. Those remarks, all right, with Nori and DJ Effin. Shout out to Nori. And Nori loves Montreal, by the way. Nori, Drink Champs, got a lot of backlash. They ended up taking down that episode. And Drink Champs is not what they used to be. Yes, it's still a platform, but they're not as big. So I think it's very, very smart for Kai to do this. And I think that he really dodged something there, because who knows what Kanye would have done during that stream, and Kai could have got a lot of backlash. And Kai right now is arguably the biggest streamer in the world, him, Aiden, and Speed. So definitely not worth it. Definitely not worth it. Good move. Our 12th quick story. Disney receives backlash from Pink Valentine's collaboration with Drake's October's very own brand, OVO. Okay, guys, I really, really want to know what you guys think. I know you guys are going to say that I'm a big Drake fan. I'm a this. I talk about Drake all the time, but this is serious. I really want you guys to listen to this and tell me if you agree with it. Maybe I might be wrong, but I think this is going a little overboard. Disney is receiving a fair amount of criticism over a Valentine's collaboration with Drake's October's very own clothing brand. Fans are commenting that a certain subject matter is appropriate and bad timing. What do you think? If nothing else, the color is gorgeous. So yes, the color is gorgeous. The collection, I'm going to put up the pictures. The collection does look really dope. It is really dope. You have to admit that. But of course, with everything that's going on with him and Kendrick and what Kendrick is alluding to, do you think that Disney should be getting backlash? Now, the one thing I will agree on, I do agree that the timing is just a little bit off. Like, read the room. Like, we definitely know what he's being accused of. We definitely know that, he's bringing them to court, Universal, for allowing one of their artists to say that and to bring down his light. We're not going to get into that. But what I really want to know is, does actually anybody believe those allegations? Do we not know that that is a rap song in a rap beef and that those things aren't really true? Like, do you guys actually really believe that? I don't even think Kendrick believes that. If you Google, this is going to be hard for me to talk about, but if you Google what Kendrick is actually calling Drake and you get the real definition of that, again, I'm not going to say the word. I don't want YouTube taking this video down. But if you Google that word that he's saying and you get the real definition, you can't actually think that people think that of Drake. Like, you have to trust me. You have to know that that's just a song. And he was alluding to, like, just his choices of Drake, like, being 37 and maybe dating somebody that was like 21 or 22 or 23, right? Like, we don't actually think Drake is like that. So is this backlash warranted for the Disney collab? Like I said, I agree with the timing just being like, bro, read the room. But to be like getting backlash, let me know if you guys agree with this. Take the Drake thing out, but be fair. Like, really? I don't think so, but I am very biased when it comes to Drake. But I don't think anybody actually really thinks that. If you ask Kendrick, I don't think Kendrick really thinks that word that he's saying that he is actually true. It's a rap beef. He put it in there to win the battle. We all know it's not really true. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Our 13th quick story. Offset says his new chick is badder and alludes to being with someone last week. Looks like Offset has a new chick and she's badder. Additionally, he claims he had someone last week. Who do you think Offset is talking about? So Offset tweeted this over the weekend and he said, "Had you last week, by the way. My new ish is badder." Offset, it's giving insecure. It's giving, maybe that's the word I was looking for with Elon Musk. Is that being insecure? I think that's the word I was looking for. I think I did already say that. Anyway, sorry. Let me stick on topic. Offset, it's giving insecure. It's giving, I'm missing Cardi B. It's giving, I miss my wife. Like, why do people do this? Like, I don't care. I had you last week. Yo, this is this. Bro, if you didn't care about the person anymore, you wouldn't be saying anything because they wouldn't be on your mind. It's giving Cardi's on your mind, bro. And I know that she's your baby mama and I know you miss her, but just be real and say, yo, I miss you. Yeah, I'm with another girl now because we or divorced, but I miss you. That would go so much further than, yo, I had you last week. My girl's better. Like, your girl's not better than Cardi B, bro. Just what it is. Our 14th quick story. Niantic uses Pokemon Go players' data to build AI navigation systems. Okay, I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right. Niantic. Anyways, the makers of Pokemon, all right? They're using data to build a AI navigation system. I've been telling you guys about these apps, TikTok, RedNote, all these Chinese apps. So it says, is this surprising at all considering most apps nowadays gather data to sell it off? Yo, we're just here on our apps chilling. Y'all don't realize they're making money off of us, yo. Somebody said, I just seen a huge crowd recently playing Pokemon in New York City. Will people stop playing now that they know they are helping foreign governments? Take a listen.
Niantic just announced that they have been taking the data from Pokemon Go and using it to build one of the largest geo models for navigation ever.
There we go. Niantic is how you pronounce it. Yo, I want some of that money. If you're going to use my data, I want some of my money. That's why when an app is like, oh, should we track you? Or you're allowing us to track you? No. But sometimes you have to, right? Like Waze, you have to let the location track you or else it's not going to work. So anyways, as much as you can, don't let them keep your data. Don't let them store your data. Read the terms and conditions, Google it, do whatever you can, because all these free apps that you think is free, they're collecting all your data. Maybe it doesn't bother you, but I don't like it. They're collecting all your data and they're making billions of dollars off of us. And they're making this like AI and like, nah, man, cut me in. Give me a check. You know what I'm saying? Make it out to Trend Out Loud. Our 15th quick story. Triple H live reaction from Speed's Royal Rumble performance. All right, I love this. Shout out to Speed. Love this. Like I told you, but like guys, and I keep on telling you guys, content creators, influencers, YouTubers, streamers, we are the future of media. We are the future of entertainment. Speed was with WWE's Royal Rumble. Take a look. Now, we all know that wrestling is fake, right? But this hit looks like he really got hit. And even Triple H was like, yo, is he okay? And then you'll see at the end, you'll see him being like carted off. I mean, Speed is a little extra, so he obviously is acting a little bit, but I think he probably was a little bit hurt. Anyways, take a look.
Yeah, I show Speed. But, oh my God!
Somebody tell me if I show Speed is okay.
Shout out to I Show Speed. Our 16th quick story, drama alert. Bianca may be closer to leaving Kanye than ever before. Find out what's going on with the red carpet and the shocking Twitter expose. All right, I got this from Tisa Tells. I actually found out about Tisa from somebody in the comment section. Like I tell you guys, I read the comments all the time. And I think I was saying something about, it was in social discussion about me being single or needing a Valentine or something. And somebody was like, yo, you need to check out Tisa Tells. She's super good looking. You guys would make a great couple. Anyway, so I went out and actually DM'd her. We're actually in communication, so stay tuned. However, while I was there, I did find out this story. So listen to this clip and then you could find out the rest by going over to her YouTube. Like watch my whole show and then you can go check it out, but take a listen.
Do you know that they are saying that Bianca is closer to leaving Kanye than she has ever been?
Whoop, whoop. Bianca might be leaving Kanye? What's going on? Like I said, head over to Tisa Tells on YouTube to get the rest of the story. Our 17th quick story. Rick Ross BMF film plans hit a wall as 50 Cent holds executive rights to TV and film. Looks like Rick Ross won't be making a BMF film anytime soon. According to TMZ, 50 Cent holds the exclusive film and TV rights. However, after he suggested he would be ending the Stars series, Rose expressed interest in making a movie about the origins. I am so tired of Rick Ross just jumping in on people's things. Like he just literally jumps in on people's beef to like try to like get himself into it. He did that with Kendrick and Drake. He's doing it with BMF and 50. BMF, like 50, I get it because they don't like each other, so they want to antagonize each other. But like, I want to make a movie now, a BMF. I'm going to do it better. Like, bro, take your own ideas. We all know about BMF. We've all watched the series. Like, give me a break. Like, no one's going to watch your movie, bro. Like, I'm so done with Ricky Rose.
So look, I do want to do a BMF film because you've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film.
Our 18th quick story. A New York woman who refused to leave Pakistan is taking over the internet. The American lady in Pakistan has been the biggest entertainment of my week, says somebody on Twitter. All right, I heard this a couple of times last week, and I was going to put it in the show, and I kept on forgetting. I was like, oh, this might quiet down, but literally it still has legs. So I wanted to get in here to bring you guys up to date on it. So how the legend goes is she met this person online and apparently catfished him. When she went out to Pakistan to meet him, his parents were like, no, we don't know who you are. Get out of here. And she's been in Pakistan for the past couple of weeks, maybe months or so. And now she's like holding press conferences around Pakistan saying she wants to raise money and she wants to like do stuff for the country. And some people are like loving her and some people want her out, but she's literally just staying in the country. And it's like the biggest thing that's going on in Pakistan. I'm going to play some news clips. I don't know if this lady is just totally off her rockers or if she understands what she's doing. Like, I think that's the whole mystique about her. Her eyebrows and makeup are just crazy. I did actually find something that not a lot of people have seen. I found a picture of her or video of her before and after. I'll play that quickly now and you could see her. Just take a look. Yeah, so that's before. I mean, it's kind of a little bit similar, but there you could see her hair and all that stuff. But anyways, here are the clips of her out in Pakistan. Just take a look.
My plan is to reconstruct this whole country, okay? I'm asking for 100K or more. I need 20K by this week, okay? In my pocket, in cash, okay? That's a demand to the government. Pakistan is in need of new buses. Too much. That's it.
Yes, that's it. Yes, I'm saying. Listen,
you talk too much. The government is gonna fix up these buildings, fix up the streets, and clean up these streets. It's ridiculous out here. I do not like it. Okay. Listen, I hope he's saying the right things, okay? Like I said, Pakistan needs to be reconstructed the right way. Do you hear me, guys? Make sure y'all get this on your camera. I'm married to Nidel Hamid. I'm Onijah Hamid. And it's against my religion to tell y'all my business. Have a nice day. I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me? Yeah. I'm getting my Pakistani passport and Pakistani ID. I'm getting it. Do y'all agree? It's none of your business. Now go home.
Our 19th quick story. All right, food for thought. Is Kanye West taking jabs at Kendrick Lamar? Is Kanye West trying to diss Kendrick Lamar? Kanye tweeted out this in one of his tweets, and he said, I'd rather be a colonizer than to be colonized. Soak that one in. Now, if you remember, one of the lines from Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us was him calling Drake a colonizer. So this is what I think Kanye replying back to Kendrick saying, yo, I'd rather be a colonizer than to be colonized. Also, he also put out, and I'm going to read to you, well, there's a lot of things I have to bleep out. But in that, he said, I don't need or want the support of no broke musicians. That could be at Kendrick. He said, you are all S words. So SLAVES. Okay. So that will be S words. So you are all S words. Again, could be talking about Kendrick. All S words, y'all S words to Nike when you were there. Kendrick came out with Nike shocks. People were saying, oh, he's going to get a Nike deal. So maybe he was over at Nike. Side note, he was at the Super Bowl with Asics on. I don't know what's going on. But then he says, you're an S word to your label. Now, during the beef, Drake was like, yo, you are giving all your money. 50, remember, he's like, do 50 push-ups because you're giving 50% to Top Dog. That could be again at Kendrick. Your S word to the N words extorting you. Again, Top Dog. Talk Dog is the owner and CEO of Kendrick's record label, former record label. You're an S word to your management. Again, it could be at Kendrick. You're S word to your B word. Could be talking about Kendrick. Remember what Drake said about Kendrick and his baby mama or fiance, wherever you want to call her. Every line could be at Kendrick. It could not, but whatever. He said, you're an S word to your drip. All right, that's probably not at him. You're an S word to your own perception. You lie on songs. Could be at Kendrick, because who knows? Maybe I heard there's some tweets that he was kind of like defending Drake. And he said, you don't think of anything of value, and your R word and D word. Maybe he might subliminally be coming at Kendrick. I don't know. This is just what I think, and maybe what a little birdie told me in my ear. Stay tuned. Our 20th quick story. Joe Budden says he absolutely loved Drake refusing to clear the 2 new songs for DJ Khaled. What? Joe Budden saying something about Drake that's good? What? I told you guys last week that Khaled announced his album, and then the next day, actually, he came out and said, I have 2 Drake songs. Drake said, really? Drake Bell. And then we told you guys that Drake seems to be not talking to anybody. He doesn't want to do nothing with nobody who wasn't totally down for him. I think the only person is like 21 Savage, who he's still talking to, and of course Yachty. And I told you that I liked Drake's move. I don't know if I actually told you that, but I do like his move. And I said, I feel like Khaled is going to have a hard time with his album for this exact reason. Like, Drake ain't messing with nobody right now. Kendrick, like, he has to be careful if he puts Kendrick on, because then he'll, alienate some people. Like, the hip hop game is very, people are walking on eggshells right now. Anyways, I like that Joe gave Drake some props. And I was alluding a little bit last week to the sense of, like, that's what Drake needs to do. Like, just get everything away and focus on delivering music, making hits, whatever he has to deal with Universal, whether he's going to go independent. Whether he's going to go independent. That's my alarm saying that I got to order some food. We're just got to go independent or do whatever, but he needs to focus. So no tracks on DJ Khaled, no features, no nothing. Stick with what you do and do your music. I love that Joe gave him props for this. For those of you who don't know, Drake and Joe have beef. They respect each other a lot. But pre-Kendrick, my voice cracked again. It's the second time this show. Pre-Kendrick, now with the alarm in my thing going off, my mind is somewhere else. Sorry. Pre-Kendrick, Joe Budden and Drake had beef. They have diss tracks between each other. So it is just new to hear him say something nice about him, in public. Although we definitely know he respects Drake behind the scenes. Anyways, take a listen to Joe Budden.
2 new Drake songs. Drake commenting underneath, must be Drake Bell. Khaled deleting the video. I absolutely love this. I love it.
Our 21st quick story. Miss Nikki Baby claims that LiAngelo Ball cheated and walked out on her and their 2 children. Yo, Jello, what's going on, dog? All right, I've been telling you guys for the past couple of weeks about Jello. He is the brother of Mello. And, oh gosh, what's the other older brother's name? Anyways, the Ball brothers that signed, that the 2 of them play in the NBA, and Jello was the only one that only made it to the G League, and now he's signed to Def Jam for $13 million. Okay, now he's going through this relationship drama. Y'all know I don't get into relationship drama, but I'll tell y'all what's going on, and then we'll head over to social discussion. All right, so Miss Nikki Baby took to Instagram alleging that Jello cheated on her and got another woman pregnant. She claims that Jello expressed a desire to start a new life with another woman. This comes just 2 months after the couple welcomed their second child together. Bro, do whatever you want, but that's dirty, bro. Like, if you guys are single, you guys have no kids or whatever, that's one thing. You want to cheat, you want to leave, you want to break up, cool. Yo, is it a daughter? Yo. Oh, it doesn't say daughter, it's his second child. You have a 2-month-old? Your child is going to grow up and know that you left her mother and her when she was 2, or when the child was 2 months old. That's horrible. That's bad karma. Ugh, bro, and you just got a check from Def Jam? God don't like ugly. Anyways, Nikki Baby put this out, and then I'll read to you like what the mistress is putting out. Like it's a tangle web, but I'll fill you in, all right? She said, I see everybody has been sending me that Jello is cheating on me. I want to clear this up and speak my truth. I'm just as surprised as you are. We spent 3.5 years together, and last week he just decided to walk out on his kids and me and tell me he has somebody else pregnant, allegedly, and now is creating a new life with her. We were just happy and planning family photos. I am beyond blindsided by this whole thing. The ultimate betrayal is not even the word. My daughter is not even 2 months old. Okay, so it is a daughter. Is not even 2 months old, and dealing with this and postpartum is very bad. Please pray for me and my healing, because I'll get through this. I have to be strong for my kids. I have absolutely no words. Karma is real and God don't like ugly. Exactly what I just said. Well, I like Nikki Baby. I hope it was worth losing your family. Oh, and she said at the bottom, she said, time to speak my truth, praying for my healing. This is really bad, man. I just feel bad for the kids, yo. Anyways, here's a post from, I don't even know what this girl's name is, but Rashida Nicole. I don't even know her. I don't like her already. Ugh. Yo, what he's doing to Nikki Baby, he's going to do to you in 2 years or 3 years or even sooner. The way how you got them is the way they're going to leave you. Anyways, listen to Rashida Nicole, although I don't want to give her no time, but take a listen quickly.
I wasn't even going to address this, but I'm tired of people playing victim on the internet. One, people move on, things change. Yes, it may not be updated or addressed to the internet because it's not for y'all. Y'all so quick to blame the woman. Y'all don't know what's going on. Half the time, that lady don't even have her kids.
I wasn't even going to address this. Well, don't address it then, all right? She tweeted out this. She says, the same way you get them is the same way you lose them. I just said that. Yo, me and Nikki Baby, yo, we're in sync, yo. The same way you get them is how you lose them. Thinking you winning by getting pregnant with a man who has a newborn is crazy work. Also, in terms of age, to clarify this, the girl he left his family for is older than me. I'm not with my kids. The only person who's not with them is their daddy. You want to get attention? Well, you can keep him. He's for the garbage. I guess she's trying to say that Nikki, I didn't play that part, but she's saying that Nikki is not with the kids. Whatever. Nikki also said, FYI, he told me on text that she was pregnant. What a coward and pathetic. Bro, how you tell your baby mama that you have another woman pregnant over text? Ugh. What else? She said, my issues are about my family and my children. My issues about my family and my children are with my baby daddy. I'm not addressing no side B words. She also said, I have the receipts. You better lay low. This ain't what you want. I think that, I don't know, did Nikki Baby say that? I don't know. I'm getting confused. I don't like this stuff. Here is a picture that, what's her name? Rashida Nicole put out. While all this was going on over the weekend, she posts a picture on Instagram of her and Mello out together. Like this is, for those who are not seeing this on podcasts, it's like, it's their hands together at dinner. And she's like, take a picture of their tattoos on their hands. So you know, it's them together. And she said, while whining and dining. I do not like this girl, man. No, not impressed at all. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to social discussion of the day. If you have listened to this show daily, and if you liked some of the things that I have said to you, especially in social discussion, and you have taken some things from it, please, if anything, take this. Today's topic of social discussion is about negative people in your life and getting rid of them. Trust me, I would say 90% of my success, and I have been blessed with a lot of success, has been because of this, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I saw it come up on my Instagram, and I was like, I have to share this with you guys, okay? I'm going to read this to you. It's a little bit lengthy, but listen to every word, and then I'll play a little clip. Most people don't realize how dangerous negative people are until it's too late. They think negativity is just a word, just energy. or a bad vibe, but it is actually a virus. It spreads. One comment, one doubt, one complaint, and suddenly your whole mindset shifts. You start questioning yourself, losing momentum, making excuses instead of moves. And before you know it, your progress is over. Not because you weren't capable, but because you let the wrong people too close to you. A small-minded, bitter person can ruin everything you're building without even lifting a finger. They don't need to sabotage you directly. Just planting doubt, draining your energy, or shifting your focus is enough. One bad interaction can throw off your entire day. One toxic relationship can slow down your whole life. Most people don't even notice until they look around and realize they're stuck, exhausted, and uninspired, all because they let the wrong energy around them and in their circle. That's why the most ruthless and successful people don't hesitate to cut negativity out of their life right away. It's not personal. It's survival. If they have proven they're bringing nothing but doubt, excuses, and drama, why let them stay? Wish them well, send them on their way, and move forward. Because in the game of success, you either protect your energy or let it get to you. Once it gets to you, your dreams are over. Here's a little clip. Take a listen.
Do you know the power of a negative person in your life? Do you know the power of a small thinking, entitled negative person? How easily it is for them to destroy your life? The level of power negative people have, so many people underestimate.
I don't even have to play a lot of that video. Just listen to me, please, my people. I love you. I told you guys this a couple of weeks ago. My goal in life is to have everybody in the world live their truth. Not to make money, but to be successful at what their calling is to do. Whether you believe in God or karma or whatever it is you believe in, you were created with a purpose. Your goal in life is to find that purpose and live your life through that purpose. And trust me, if you have negative people in your life, you will never be able to live that purpose. And like that, it's not an article, but like that, whatever it is I just read to you, it's hard sometimes to get them out your life. You have to. I want to tell you guys a little story. One of my best friends that I've known, we grew up on the same street together since we were 2 years old or 3 years old. I love him like a brother. He is my brother, okay? I have to, at times, push him. I shouldn't say push him, but X him out of certain things in my life. And I even tell him, like, you are a negative person. He is negative even with his own self. And this is what I wanted to talk about. Some people are negative because they're haters. Some people are negative because they're jealous. Some people are negative because that's just who they are. People will tell you that people will tell you that you can't do things because they can't do it. And because they feel that doing it, they tell you not to do it. And then they try to bring you down in the name of, oh, trust me, don't do this. Now, he doesn't do that, but he thinks of himself, my best friend, thinks of himself as a realist. So he's just like, look, I don't believe that you could write a book. Like, who's actually going to care about your life? Not saying that my life isn't interesting, but he's just like, I don't believe that your podcast could be as big as Joe Rogan's. Not that he doesn't believe I can do it, but he believes that it's 1 in 10 million. So why try to do something like that? He is just negative. He calls himself a realist, but he is negative. So like I said, that article or the whatever it is that I read to you, they're actually talking about the negative people that are like really just trying to ruin your day. But if you really dissect, there's people in your day that are not just trying to do that on purpose. That's just who they are. Get those people away from you. So, like during the week while I'm podcasting, I tell my friend, like, dude, I cannot answer your call. I don't answer his phone call. I don't answer his text. I'm working, bro. It takes me 8, 9, sometimes 10 hours to do this podcast every day. And there's some days where I'm like, yo, like, I don't know if I feel up to it. I don't know if I'm going to be positive. I don't know if I have the right stories. I don't know if I have this. I'm human. Of course I have doubts. Now, I'm a very confident person. It doesn't happen often. But sometimes when you have that doubt, or when you're working, or where I'm working through a story, or I'm working through something, the last person I need to get on the phone with is my negative Nancy friend, who is just going to say, yo, you should just, how about you just come over? Why don't you just do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you skip a day? No, you need to have people like me, who's Mr. Positive, and he always jokes like, oh, you're Mr. Positive. You think everything is rainbow and roses and you can do everything because that's the friend that I am. I tell everybody, and even him, he doesn't like his job. Well, he doesn't like his job, but he's like, it's a job. Like, he loves golf. That's his passion. That's his desire. I think that is his purpose. But he would never try to go and do golf. But I try to tell, not to try to do golf, but he would never try to like be a pro golfer because he's like, well, I'm not going to try to dream something. Life is a dream. We are blessed to be here. Do you know the chances of you being born is like 1 in a trillion? You have a better chance of getting struck by lightning than being born. It's a blessing that we're all here. So if you have eyes and ears and are alive that could be watching me right now, you are a miracle. And with that miracle, you need to do whatever your creator has created you to be. And there's people who are realists or haters or whatever that will try to infiltrate your life. Get them away. If you cannot block them, like how I block my best friend when I'm doing things, or I'll work on things and not tell him, or only tell him when I've accomplished something so that he cannot get in my mind and keep me down. If you don't have the ability to do that, you got to cut people off. When I was building my sneaker stores, from the trunk of my car, selling long tees and Durex in the trunk of my car, to a national brand across Canada that had over $100 million in sales, I didn't talk to him. I didn't talk to nobody. I worked 7 days a week. I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed at 11 o'clock. I didn't talk to nobody, not just because of haters, just because I had to work. I got all of that out of my life and I worked. Trust me, if you want to be successful, not money, just successful, whether you want to be a teacher, whether you want to sell flowers, whatever, whether you're an artist, get the negativity from off of your back. Have positive people who feel like you are great around you. Trust me, you're 90% of whatever you're trying to do will be solved with having positivity around you. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Should you X the people, families, brothers, sisters, friends out of your life for your own peace of mind? Not even for success, for your own peace of mind, or should you let them keep them around you because they're your friends or your boyfriends or whatever? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to question of the day. All right, this is a good one. What's a movie that everyone loves that you secretly can't stand? All right, somebody said Friday, every single one of them. Wow, I can't believe we're starting off like this. Friday, next Friday, excuse me. What? Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Ice Cube, Chris Tucker, like, don't agree with that. I understand if you might not love it, but how could you not stand Friday? The Color Purple, I can understand why you can't stand it, but come on, that's a legend. That birthed one of, the greatest media moguls on the planet, Oprah Winfrey. Like, how could you not stand Color Purple? But whatever. Pootie Tang, Chris Rock. Come on, man. You gotta love that. Somebody said Beetlejuice. Okay, I've never watched Beetlejuice. Love and Basketball? What? Yo, hate, man. I get it though. I get it. If you can't stand it, fine. Somebody said all the Star Wars movies. I'm not a big Star Wars. I was just actually gonna think about it. Like, I don't know if I've watched a full Star Wars movie. I must have. I wouldn't say that I can't stand them though. Another person said Love and Basketball. Wow, it's hate, bro. Okay, let me find some good ones here. Somebody said all the Harry Potter movies. I don't know. I agree because I've never watched any of them. I don't like that kind of like futuristic things that cannot happen. I need my movies to be real. It has to be possible to happen. So I don't like sci-fi and all that stuff. Somebody said Titanic. What? 007. What? Anything Tom Cruise? What? Hate. I'm saying a lot of what, sorry. Somebody said Avatar. I want to say what, but I won't. All right, that's it. I can't read anymore. Coming to America? Wow. That's a classic movie. I understand if you want to say Coming to America too, but not Coming to America. Wow, somebody said Social Media. That's funny. It's not a movie. Baby Boy. Okay, I'm hurt by this, man. I'm hurt by this. The ATL one, Elf, Poetic Justice, White Chicks. I can maybe understand why you can't stand White Chicks. I don't love comedies, and it was a little extra, but I still liked it. I wouldn't say I can't stand it. Somebody said Baby Boy, Training Day. Okay, that's it. I'm not reading anymore. If you don't like Training Day, you can't stand Training Day. What is it that you cannot stand about Training Day? Please, whoever answered this, please, I hope you're watching. Comment below. Somebody said Elf, Baby Boy. Why is Baby Boy getting so? Somebody said Wicked. I cannot watch a musical. I don't know. People said that it's a good movie, but I can't watch it because I don't watch musicals. Barbie. Yo, truth be told, you'd be surprised. I actually liked the Barbie movie. Now, it was a little bit like, I know it wasn't made for me, but I didn't mind it. I thought it was all right. I wouldn't say I can't stand it, but anything, yeah, thought it was all right. Fast and the Furious. Okay, y'all know I'm a car guy. Stop it. What? Sorry for saying what again. Somebody said The Notebook. Set It Off. You guys are upsetting me, man. Paid in Full, another classic. Blade. Okay, Bad Boys. Okay, I'm done. Bad Boys 2 is one of my favorite movies. Jason's Lyric. What? This is Bad Boys? Bad Boys 2 is the top 3 movies of all time. What are you talking about? I'm very, very hurt by this list. Comment below. I promise I won't drag you. Comment below and let me know what your movie is that you can't stand that everybody loves, okay? In the comment section below. All right, this brings us to sports news. All right, so there is going to be no sports news because this is the place where I would talk about Super Bowl. But the way we record this show, Super Bowl finished too late for us to get it in this show. Y'all know that I'm going for the Chiefs. Go Chiefs, please. However, we will talk about Super Bowl on tomorrow's show. All right, so on Tuesday's episode 439. I think this is 438. So 439, we'll talk about everything Super Bowl related. That's why I like to wait for everything and not just the end or whatever. I don't even want to tell you what's going on right now, but yeah, it's too late for us to get it in. We're a global show. There's time zones that we try to hit. We're very big in South Africa. We're very big over in London. How we got the show out, it's too late to catch it all. So we will, same thing that we have to do with the Grammys. We're going to catch it for you guys in Tuesday's episode 439. So make sure to come back. I'm either going to get dragged for talking about Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City, my gosh, for weeks, or I'm not going to get dragged and I'm going to be able to gloat that Kansas City won. So we shall see. I know underneath this comment, people are going to say this because by the time this comes out, we will have known who won. So I'm sure I'm going to get comments below. Ha ha ha, you were wrong. Or yay, Trent, you were right. I think if I was wrong, I'm going to get more drag than I was wrong. Anyways, we shall see. Let me know who you're going for. Let me know what you thought about Super Bowl. We'll talk about it, because y'all know I read all the comments. All right. So thank you so much for kicking it with me on this Monday show. I told you guys this was a jam-packed show. Our podcast is starting to get longer and longer. And by the way, I asked you guys last week, the podcasts are getting longer. Do you guys feel like it's too long? Should we make it shorter? And like I told you, I read every single comment. Most of the people said they are really liking that it's longer. Some people are like, yo, you could talk all day. We'll listen. So I feel more comfortable to just talk a little bit more. Sometimes I do get a little too chatty and I will cut myself off and go to the next story. But thank you for making me feel more comfortable to make it a little bit longer. Also, too, side note, I have been over the weekends on my Instagram at Trent Out Loud. I have been taking screenshots of some of my favorite comments and posting them up on the weekends. For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, follow me. But during the week, I always post like a story on my Instagram and I say, go to link in bio and, send my Instagram followers to YouTube. And during the weekend, we don't have a podcast. So instead of just leaving the stories empty, my gosh, there's my alarm again. Yes, I know I got to order food. Uber Eats, chill. All right. Over the weekends, I have started posting up some of the comments that you guys are leaving. So thank you for all your comments and follow me on Instagram. All right. Before I let you guys go, I just want to remind you guys of all the ways to keep up with the podcast. For those of you who are used to watching this show on YouTube and you can't always catch a show if you're going on a flight or if you're in your car, I just want to let you know the show is available on all podcast platforms. Just go to your desired site, type in Trent Out Loud. The show will pop up. Don't forget to hit the follow or subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we upload a new show. And we upload daily, just like we do on YouTube. It's the same show. So like I said, if you're going on a flight, you need to download some episodes. I'll keep you company on your flight. I'll keep you entertained. It's what I do. All right. Now, Vice versa. For those of you who are used to listening to the show on podcast platforms, please trust me, try to check out the show as much as you can on YouTube. It's my favorite place to watch the show. Yes, I do watch back the show. It's my favorite place. Sometimes I listen to it just to see how it sounds on podcast without the video. But trust me, it's so much more fun and entertaining to watch the show on YouTube. Not only is it better to just see the videos and I put visuals up and I put pictures and all that stuff, I'm also very animated. I know I'm with my hands a lot. A lot of people tell me that in the comment section. Easy with your hands, Trent. But I just I need to express myself. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, not only is it better visually, the comment section, the amazing community that we're building over on YouTube is amazing. At the end of every night, I lay down in bed and I read and I go through all the comments and then I talk about it and I bring it up in the next show. People ask me all the time, how do you do a comment? How do you do a podcast by yourself? And my answer is, I do not do this podcast by myself. I do it with you guys. You guys are my feedback. You guys are my sounding board. You guys let me know when you like something, don't like something. And like I said earlier, when we're talking about politics, it's a place where we all get together and share common ground. So if you're used to checking us out on podcast platforms, please try to come over to YouTube and at least leave a comment so I could see what you're thinking. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. We have a lot to get through. We have a lot to get through the rest of the week. So I'm really anxious to see what's going on with Super Bowl. Anyways, let me wrap up the show. Thank you so much for kicking it with me. I will see you for Tuesday's episode. Have a great day. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Turn Out Loud. Peace.